let's look at the. I'm pulling the information on the teams from 14th to 18th because I think Cremonese is down. I think Sampdoria is down. My opinion about Sampdoria, though.
Okay.
I hope that I like Dejan Stankovic as a manager. I
Yes.
thought he was doing some good things at Crvena Zvezda, and this was a very, very difficult job to take and to agree to take. I hope that, and maybe someone like Vito Doria can reach out to us or something like that and explain it. But I'm hoping the plan here was to bring Stankovic in, understand that his job's safe whether they get relegated, and that he gets the opportunity to build this team in his vision and rebuild it. And if he has to rebuild it in Serie B, then so be it.
Yeah, I think we were saying the same thing for Shevchenko in Genoa a couple years ago, and it didn't happen. So I hope for everyone's sake that Stankovic does keep the job. But it seems like some of these clubs that are like the historic clubs that never get relegated, when they get relegated, they just want to clean up shop. And I hope Stankovic stays in there because I think he's good for them. I really do.
Yep. And then as it pertains to Cremonese, they got started a little too late here. There's some decent talent in their team. It's just it took way too long to come together. Yeah. So for me, it's they're done and they're done and dusted. So I looked at these remaining. Let's look at the run-ins. We're gonna go. Let's start with Salernitana, 33 points right now. A much needed win over Sassuolo, but not out of the weeds, in my opinion. At Napoli, in what's going to be a title clincher on Saturday, and then midweek hosting Fiorentina. At Empoli, hosting Atalanta. At Roma, hosting Udinese. At Cremonese. Ouch!
Wow.
They better find a way to get some points just to make sure they're secure. I think that's probably going to just intensify how important this win was over Sassuolo. Because there are some very dangerous games here for them down the stretch. I mean, realistically only I would think 3 points for sure. 36 might be safe.
They're going to get blown up by Napoli, aren't they, this weekend?
They're going to get it handed to them. Yeah, that's at the Maradona, and Napoli have probably already scored 2 goals before Salernitana even get on the pitch. So
that's true.
I mean, I think that's an epic beatdown because Napoli's going to want to do that, turn it over to the Inter Lazio, and let them drop points and then clinch this title, and so they can put it and cruise the rest of the way.
Yeah.
So Salernitana's got a difficult run in, but might have enough points where they're okay. Empoli go to Sassuolo, going to go to a very pissed off Sassuolo after what happened against Salernitana. Then they host Bologna. They host Salernitana. So that's going to be an interesting game. Then they're at Samp. Then they host Juve, at Verona, hosting Lazio. So it's not all that easy for Empoli either.
Yeah.
Lecce host Udinese. They're at Juve. Let's see. And then they host Verona. That'll be a huge game. That's on May 7th. And then they're at Lazio, host Spezia, at Monza, host Bologna. That's not terrible, for their survival prospects. Spezia host Monza. They go to Atalanta. This is one of the teams that I thought was prime. Then they're at Cremonese. They host Milan, at Lecce, which we think is going to end up being a really big game. Host Torino, and then they're at Roma. So some games in there where Spezia are going to be dealing with some teams that are going to be fighting for their lives. Now Verona are at Cremonese this Sunday. Okay, they win that. Which I think they will.
Yeah.
This gets even more interesting. But then they got to host. They host Inter at midweek. Then they travel to Lecce. Verona must. I think 6 out of 9 points. If they lose to Inter, win the other 2 games, I think they're in a really good position on 32 points.
Agreed.
If they get there. Then they host Torino, at Atalanta, host Empoli, and then they're at Milan. Doable for them to get out.
Yes.
For me. I think Salernitana still remains in this conversation despite being 7 points clear of safety, mainly because of that run-in. There's a very good possibility that they don't get the points required to stay up, and that there's enough games between these teams that could make this really interesting. Knowing that run in, do Verona get out, and at whose expense do they get out from? Do they get out for?
That's almost as tough as the top four, right?
Yeah.
I kind of hope it's Spezia. No offense to any Spezia fans right out there, but because Buladia and some of these guys can go to other places. But I have a feeling, and I hope it's not the case, but I have a feeling it's Lecce. They've kind of been on vacation mode for the last month or two, and they've been dropping points. They were comfortably mid-table, and now they're just dropping, and they can't stop. It's a free fall for them. That's my fear. I think Lecce somehow get into the mix and they get relegated. I hope that's not the case. I hope it's Spezia out of Hellas's expense, but we'll see. I mean, it's tight. I don't know. What do you think?
Okay, so Lecce is currently 2 points ahead of Verona.
And they play each other very soon.
Okay, so if let's look at Verona. Okay, at Cremonese win, right? 3 points. Okay, hosting Inter loss.
Yeah.
Okay, at Lecce. Oh,
that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Let's just say draw. Okay. 4, hosting Torino.
Could be a draw.
Draw. 5, at Atalanta loss. Hosting Empoli win. I think they'll beat Empoli.
Yeah.
That gives them 8 points, and then at Milan loss. So 8 points for Verona. Okay.
34.
Lecce. Yep, 34. Okay, Lecce. Hosting Udinese. Draw?
Yeah, probably draw.
Okay, because they've been decent at home.
Yeah.
At Juve, loss.
Yeah.
Verona, we already said draw.
Yeah.
At Lazio, loss.
Yeah.
Hosting Spezia.
Draw. I don't know.
Draw? On their form? Probably.
Yeah.
3 points. At Monza.
Loss.
Hosting Bologna.
Loss.
Okay, 3 points. So we think Lecce is going to get 3 points on the run-in, and that will put them on 31.
Wow.
We gave Verona, what do we give Verona, 6? Or we gave 8. So we put them on 34. Okay. So it's that's a very realistic scenario.
Yeah.
But just for fun, Spezia's in this conversation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's pull them up.
Why not?
Okay, because we're putting Lecce on 31 points to finish the season. We're putting Verona on 34 to finish the season, so Verona is safe. All right, Spezia right now are on 27.
Yeah.
They next host Monza.
Loss.
At Atalanta.
Loss.
Okay. At Cremonese.
Ooh, that's a win.
Okay, 3 points there. Hosting Milan.
Loss.
Okay.
Could be a draw.
At Lecce, we gave that a draw, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 1. So that's 4 points for them. Hosting Torino.
I want to say it's a loss, so I can see a draw.
Let's give them a draw.
All right.
Okay, and then at Roma loss. So that would put them on 32. Okay, so we think
it
goes... We think, okay, and so Spezia is prime, certainly. But right now, the way we look at it is that Lecce is 18th on 31 points, Spezia is 17th on 32, and then Verona will get to 16th on 34.
Yeah, wow.
Okay,
wow.
So, and, based on that, we think, Salernitana and Empoli are safe enough. Because Salernitana ought to be able to get 2 to 3 points that would keep them ahead of Verona, or at least, 33. We said 31's 18th place, so that pretty much means by default Salernitana and Empoli are safe.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so here at Serie A sit down, we think Lecce is going to be 18th.
Oh man, tough. I like that team a lot.
We got our friends there too, Lecce fans UK, and they're not going to like hearing that.
I know.
So. But we're looking at form.
The benefit for you guys, every time we pick a Lecce has won. So that's the benefit you guys have to look forward to.
Now, we said Lecce Spezia was going to be a draw. So it's really, I think, so we've basically made the case here that Spezia 32, Lecce 31. Lecce Spezia basically decides who goes down with Cremonese and Sampdoria.
Playoff game.
That's how we're laying this out.
Wow.
So, wow.
I will definitely watch that game now that we put it on the line,
Yeah, we're telling you, May 20th, 8 o'clock in the morning, my time, 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern. Is that a Sunday? Yeah, that's a Sunday, isn't it? Or is it Saturday?
6.5 hours later.
May 9th? The 20th.
May 20th.
Saturday. It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday. Some other doing it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see why they're doing that. Okay. So Saturday, May 20th, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central is the game that's going to decide 18th place, Lecce and Spezia.
Yeah.
We think Verona's getting out and on the form that they're in.
Yep.
So,
wow.
So Salernitana should be happy with that 3-0 win because that probably secured their safety. Empoli has done enough. They're going to be the hit the beach team the rest of the way.
So basically, we think 32 points wins it. You survive.
We think 32 is the cutoff. 32 will definitely survive. Now, if Lecce wins that game against Spezia, they finish 17th on 33. Spezia finish 18th on 30. So 32, 33 is going to be the survival number. So Empoli are already there. Salernitana are already there. So here on Serie A Sit Down, we worked that out for you. But watch the games anyway because it's going to end up being totally different. Something's going to happen. So.